Hi everyone, welcome. So nice to see you all. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Hi Brianne. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm glad you made the live too. Okay, so I'm just uploading different charts. I just got done recording lots of videos. So I have lots of videos coming out for you. I was in New York last week, so that's why I couldn't make these videos. Every time I go to New York, I was born in New York. I lived there for a long time. I consider, in my heart, I feel most New Yorker. Um, I really feel like every time I go there, I just have so much energy. It gives me so much energy and so much. I just feel so positive when I come back from New York. So I'm back from New York. I saw family, I saw friends, I saw lots of people. It was fun. Okay, so we're going to start very shortly. How's everybody doing? Nice to see you all. Please like on your way in if you can. It's going to be a fun live. I decided to switch it up. I've been doing a lot of famous lives. I decided to switch it up. Next month, I'm going to start doing 2025 predictions. I can't believe it's already end of the year. It's 2 months left of this year, which is insanity to me, but it is life. Next year will be 2025 in 2 months. Well, October, 3 months. It's the beginning of October. So yeah, I'm gonna start. I think end of November after Thanksgiving. I'll start doing those. I'll make the lives predictions. Yeah. So does anybody have anything to say before we get started? I'm doing this Selena versus Hailey because there was a lot of controversy, especially the past year or so, a year or two ago, that Hailey was copying Selena. A lot of what I predicted regarding them was true, so check that out too. Also, can you guys hear me clearly? Because I got a new microphone. I have one of these now, so it's close to my mouth, so you guys can hear me better. When I came back from New York, I had so many ideas. I was like, I want to do this, I want to do that. I also watched Beetlejuice, and I wasn't really crazy about it. I love the original Beetlejuice, even though it was made before I was born, which is so insane to me that it was. Okay, great. Thank you, Cece. I appreciate you saying you can hear me. I saw Beetlejuice. I went to a couple of restaurants. I hung out with friends. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I got in there late, so I was meant to see my aunt. I wasn't able to. It's a levy. Anyways, so let's get into it. I'm doing Selena versus Hailey. I wanted to start it off by pulling both of their energies and then seeing how the energies would kind of work towards each other because I feel as though, and congratulations, I want to say that to Hailey and Justin for the baby born. I wasn't able to do any readings on them while she was pregnant. I believe in leaving that alone while they're pregnant, while people are pregnant while women are pregnant, excuse me, just to give them some space and energy. It's a hard time. And also, a lot of this Diddy, Justin Bieber stuff's coming out. It's a lot. It's a lot to take. I just recorded a video about Diddy, about what's going to come. Some shocking things were revealed in that reading. So make sure that you check it out. Tomorrow it premieres for members, and then it will premiere next week for everybody else. So thank you for all subscribers. One more announcement. After this, I will be doing a live. It's a general reading, and then I answer personal questions for members only. So if you want to become a member, check it out. It's just $4.99 a month. You get so many perks. I make sure it is that way so that you get your money's worth. I don't believe in skimming people. I believe in if you pay for something monthly, you should get your money's worth. I also want to send my love to all those affected by Hurricane Helene. I live in Florida, I live in Miami, so I just missed it. In fact, my flight came back. It got pushed back because I was supposed to come back to Miami on Thursday night, but they rebooked my flight to come in early. Thank God they did because I would have been stuck in New York for who knows how long. But I'm just sending all my love to those affected, and I can't even imagine what they're going through. My heart breaks every time I see it on the news. If you can send money to different organizations, I don't endorse one particularly. There is, I believe, Volunteer, which is what I usually donate to, volunteerflorida.org. Just try to get involved, please. It's terrible what's happened, and yeah. Okay, so on a light note, let's start the reading. I'm gonna cleanse my cards. How's everybody doing today, by the way? Nice to see you all. Let's get into it. So I've got this new deck. I'm really happy to be using it. It's called New Moon. Let me put it this way. New Moon Earth. No, excuse me. I need to find. Oh, Earth Woman Tarot. I love it. It's by Ton Ellis. I had one of the Oracle decks, which I love. Yeah, really love it. So let's get into it. I'm going to be pulling Selena's energy and then Hailey's energy, and then we'll do like a cross-examination of what's going on. So let me just pull up her chart. I'm going to show you her chart, share screen. So her sun is in Cancer, Selena Gomez, moon in Aries. Mercury is in Leo. Is that to say Leo? Yes, Venus and Leo. Interesting. So let's see. Let's just do an update right now about her. Interesting. So Knight of Swords in reverse, King of Swords upright. So I feel as though things with Benny Blanco are not going that well. And I have predicted this. Unfortunately for her, I think she has some lessons to learn. She's learned a lot, but I think she has even more lessons to learn, especially Sun and Cancer. I think Sun and Cancers can tend to love. They struggle in love. It's unfortunate. If you're Sun in Cancer, or you're not Sun in Cancer, just look at the pattern and the relationships of love, and you'll see a lot. Cancers and Libras, those two really suffer in relationships. It's quite unfortunate. Because I think in general, I'm making generalization, but in general, they don't really have a strong sieving through process for who they are in relationships with, you know. I think a lot of them come from the mindset of, oh, if we're having fun, we can be together forever, and that's not necessarily the case, you know. Especially as I get older, I'm 35 now. I love my 30s; it's the best. And I believe she's 3 years younger than I am. Selena Gomez, she's 92, right? If I remember correctly. And the older that I get, especially in my 30s, you know, it takes so much more to be in a relationship. That's why I'm still single. Because there's way more to a relationship than just, oh, we get along. In your 20s, you're like that. Yeah, we get along, you know, and then you start to see things, you see red flags, you just pass them, you're like, whatever. But the older you get, the more that's not enough. And I see for her, it's not enough. So I see by April, unfortunately, a breakup happening. I just don't think they're compatible. But I know she will end up with somebody. I predict, this is intuitive, by the time she's 37, she will have met the person she's meant to be with. So let's see, what else do I pick up about her energy? Also, feel free if you guys have any questions. I do love to answer questions and stuff. And if you're rewatching and you want me to do a video about this or something else, if you're a member, I will automatically make it. If not, or if it goes with, if it doesn't go against my boundaries that I have. So let's see. What else? Okay, so 6 of Cups and 2 of Pentacles. I'm going to see her doing a lot of charity. I say this about Cancers. You know, when I was younger, I never used to really get along with Cancers. In fact, there was a year that I had a lot of Cancer friends that I had to, like, distance myself from. But the older that I get, the more that I appreciate Cancers. And I feel like Sun and Cancers can be so sweet, very compassionate, very kind and thoughtful. They're very thoughtful people, especially, the more they evolve. Um, Cancers have really taught me to be more nurturing and understanding of other people. And I feel like on the other side of that, they can be too understanding. Um, and their understanding, like being too understanding, can really put them backwards in relationships. So it's similar to what I say about Aquarius, that Aquarius, I'm a Sun in Aquarius. I can relate to being in relationships with people that I think need me, as like this, like it feeds our ego to be like, I'm helping this person out, but you really should feel like an equal, respect wise to the person that you're with. And if you don't, if you feel like you have to do more for them, if you feel, stuff like that, that's not a real relationship. And I see that with her, is that she feels like she does more than that person does. And she feels like she does more than Benny does for her. And I would encourage her, instead of, my therapist told me this, the therapist I had before told me this, and it changed my life. Instead of focusing your energy on somebody that you're with and expecting them to give it back to you, do charity, do something, that is helping to satiate your humanitarianism, but also creates healthy boundaries in your life. Like, you can go do charity and leave that behind. It won't be a part of your life. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. So Brianna says, I live in North Carolina. Oh, you do? Oh my gosh, I hope you're safe. It breaks my heart to see images. I know, it's really quite intense seeing all that stuff. Yeah, I just feel for them. I feel so much for like the Carolinas, a lot of Florida, Northern Florida. Miami just missed it. Thank goodness. And I just missed it. My gosh, my flight. I was like, if I had not taken that flight, because I was considering, I was like, maybe I should take another flight, because sometimes they say there's huge hurricanes coming, nothing ever happens, but this time it did. And my gosh, I really feel for all of them. Okay, so let's get back to, thank you for that, Brian. So let's continue with Selena. Let me write it down, actually. Okay, so I see her breaking free of this relationship and really going on a self-discovery journey. And you really never stop being on a self-discovery journey. I thought when I broke up I was in a relationship, 3 years ago? And I really thought, I was like, I've learned everything I need to be in a proper, healthy relationship. And you realize you're always learning. And one of my friends said to me, she's been married for a very long time. She said to me, the biggest challenge you have in relationships is accepting that person is a different version every time you see them. And I thought, wow, that's so powerful, because you're not meant to stop growing. You're not meant to stop learning. Do you grow together? Do you learn together? So yeah, that's what I see. So for Selena, that's her big lesson, is that the person she's with doesn't have to be charity to her. Does anybody have any questions about that before I move on? I'm going to move on to Hailey, and then I'm going to see how the energies cross and match. Okay, hold on, let me pull this one up. Okay, Hailey Bolden, excuse me, Bolden Beaver. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the coast, the coast, we were lucky. I'm on the coast too. I live actually really close to the beach. I can walk 10-minute walk to the beach. And the coast, we got lucky. It was more inland. And actually, when I was moving to, same thing, we got lots of rain, but that was it. And when I was moving to Miami, because I was supposed to move farther up north in Florida, I decided I want to stay in Miami, because even though they get hurricanes, it's not as often. Because if you know, like geographically, it's not like completely accurate. But geographically, if you live on the coast, you're more likely to not be devastated by hurricanes. Because how hurricanes hit, they hit inland a lot. So that's why. So when I moved to Miami, I considered that. I considered other things too, obviously. But yeah, I'm glad you're safe. I'm really glad you're safe. Okay, so let's move on to Hailey Bieber. This is her chart. She has a sun in Sagittarius, I believe. Yeah, she's in Sagittarius. Moon in Taurus. Interesting. Very interesting. She's a moon in Taurus. Let's see her rising. I think her rising is in Aries, from what I remember. Her Venus is in Libra. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so let's get into it. Thank you for joining, all of you that have joined. Please like the video. I see a lot of you have joined. New people have joined. So let's see. Any update on Hailey Bieber? The energy right now. Interesting. Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and Ace of Wands. So she's getting ready to launch like a maternity kind of thing, maternity wear. She's very focused on making money right now. Ace of Wands. Interesting. Six of Swords. Ten of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. It's going to make a lot of money. I see her writing a book too. I get like an image of writing a book. Might be like a maternity book, but I see a book coming out very soon, in the next 6 months. It's also about her life, how she's dealt with fame, being married to Justin Bieber. Justin's not going to like it. He's not going to like it at all. He's going to look at it as a form of betrayal because he's a very secretive person. He's a son of Pisces, you know. I wouldn't recommend son of Pisces and son of Sagittarius being together because son of Pisces tend to be, especially the men, very secretive and controlling. And she doesn't like that. But I suppose, you know, I have my theories, and I've done videos about them. I have my theories about why they even got together in the first place, and I don't think it was genuine. I think he was trying to spite Selena, and she wanted something he provided, which it is what it is, you know. But I just feel like their relationship is not genuine, and I think that when things are not built on a sturdy foundation, they end up crumbling. And when that crumbles, I just hope he's mentally prepared because he has a tendency, which when you think about everything that's happening, you know, I'm so glad things are coming to the light because when I used to do readings on him, I didn't want to reveal this. But energetically, I would pick up that he had been through a lot in the music industry. I think I mentioned this. Some of you might have remembered that I picked this up. But the thing about Pisces are very loyal. Even to people that do them wrong, they're very loyal. Which is something I love about Pisces. I really love that. And I think he's so loyal to everybody, including Diddy, that I don't think he'll ever say anything about what really happened to him. Because he sees it as like, well, I wouldn't be famous and I wouldn't have this and I wouldn't have that. But I think, and this is a message for everybody, you don't have to go through hell to appreciate heaven, you know? And I'm going to tell you guys a quick story, a personal story. When I went back to New York, I was walking in the street. I had so many memories of like school and memories of where I used to live, you know, because I was walking through where I used to work, went to my old job. And it was tough. Living in New York was very tough for me, very, very tough, because I didn't have money. I mean, if I lived in another state, another city, I would be making a lot of money because you don't spend that much money at other places. But New York is extremely expensive. So I was struggling a lot. And I realized that I was attached to struggle. That's one of the reasons I left New York. And I see the same thing with how Justin Bieber views fame. And I see a lot of this with the solar sign of Pisces. I have an ex that's son of Pisces. He's very similar to that. That he believes in struggling. It has to be a struggle for it to be worth it, including relationships. And it makes them loyal, but it also makes them not really appreciate when something is good, pure, and simple right in front of them. And I see that with Justin Bieber. I see that he has difficulty appreciating some simplicity, which is very real. Trust me, it's very, very real. Okay, so let me do to conclude both of them together. Like, what's the energy that I pick up off of them together? Like, what's going to happen between them? Okay, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles, and Five of Swords. So it seems here that with Five of Swords, there's going to continue to be social media backlash. Everything one another does will be compared to the other. And it's almost like this is their destiny. Because instead of, they would both evolve by publicly wishing another the best. It's very tough. I always say this, it's very, very tough to take the high road, Very, very tough. But in some circumstances, you need to. And I think one of their lessons is to take the high road, to extend themselves to each other, and like publicly do it. Because I feel like Hailey's alluded, I don't think it's necessarily true that she's done it behind the scenes, but publicly do it. It would send messages, not a message to prove something, but a message to unite womanhood. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, lovely people. I'm going to be off of this live now. Please let me know what you thought. I have many videos coming out. I just recorded 5 videos. I'm going to also be releasing the book club to start tonight. I'm going to be releasing the new book for the new book club. If you're part of the membership, I'm going to release it only for those members. And yeah, it's been such a pleasure. I love you all. Stay tuned. In the next few minutes, I'm going to start my live for members only. So check that out. I love you guys so much. Anybody have anything to say before I end this? Thank you everybody for watching. I love you all. Take care.